one beer after another.
So, how did your trial by fire go last night?
Honestly, I've no idea. But I haven't felt this sick in a long time.
Aye, well, Janos and Adder didn't spare you. But usually they only drink someone under the table like that just once.
You always drink like that?
Almost always. The mornings are hard, but at least you clear your head. And often your stomach, too.
So what's next, now that your band is back together?
Well, I've got Kubienka, Adder and Janos. It's not much, but it'll have to do. Now we just have to figure out how to give hell to Sigismund.
What am I to do?
Well, didn't you say you needed to find Liechtenstein as soon as possible?
Aye, I'm working on it. Let's fight.
We can, but only with practice weapons. You don't look like you could handle real weapons now.
Ah, forget it. I wanted to fight with real weapons.
Tough luck. I don't want to have you on my conscience.
Let's fight.
We
Fine by me.
Very well. What shall we fight with?
A short sword will do for me.
And what weapon do you want me to batter you with?
You take a long sword.
As you wish. Shall we get cracking?
I'm ready.
This is getting boring. You tell me when I can attack. Come on! Fight or die!
You attack, I'll defend.
All right. You shot yourself! I can smell it from here! Ah! Fuck you! Missed your turn when they were handing out sense, eh? Stop! I need a moment to stretch. What do you want to try next?
Better have a rest.
I understand.
Why did they want to hang you?
I reckon my face bothered them. More likely they're pissed off I'm not a hypocritical fucker like they are.
And that's a reason for execution?
Unlike the hypocrites in the League of Lords, I'm not ashamed of what I am.
I know they call you Dry Devil.
Aye. They call me a lot of things, laddie. And that's what rankles the Lords, that I'm getting rich at their expense. And that's some fucking fat loot they stole from the king.
So you're on the king's side?
I'm on the side of whoever pays me, lad. And I'll tell you one thing. I've never gone back on my word. My noble word is my oath. Unlike that of bastards like von Bergau or von Rosenborg.
Have you been at war?
Aye, I fought in Moravia, and I'm still the hetman of the royal city of Znaim. You're just a yokel, so you hardly know what's been going on in the kingdom these last few years.
You're an experienced warrior, so teach me something.
Not a damn thing, lad. Not unless you pay me well. But first, bring me some good wine.
Fine. I'll go and get some. I'd like to learn from a master.
Where's that wine? Or should I write it down in your diary so you'll remember it?
Again?
Always!
Fine. I'll go and get some. I'd like to learn a new combat technique.
Certainly. I'm just about bored to death, so at least this'll make the time pass faster. If you're a good lad, I'll show you one of my best tricks with a sword. Or how to quickly send the bastard who's against you to the devil! But it can only be done with a sword, and what's more, you can't have a shield in your other hand.
That sounds good. Teach me that.
Of course. I knew immediately that would lure you in. The main thing is to attack from above. To quickly catch the opponent's wrist and push the edge of your own sword over his blade, so it's under his neck. If you do it right, I reckon I don't have to tell you what comes next, do I? And now, come and try it a few times. Good, good. You could be bloody damn good, if you don't get killed first.
Fuck! I'm not up to this!
Don't you think I don't know who you are?
God bless.
Stores closing. Last.
Laying a hand on family. Shame on you.
Leave now.
Good people.
Spare a groschen for a suffering wretch. Spare a few coins. God will repay you.
You don't want to fuck with me, mate. At least be quiet. Or the catchballs will come, and then there'll be trouble.
No worries on that count. One punch and this sock will be stretched out.
Your ma will be stretched out.
What did you say?
What's going on here?
These two fuckers turfed me out of the tavern.
Who are you calling a fucker, you drunkard?
It's always the same with that fella. He drinks one too many, makes a racket, and starts looking for a fight.
Let the guards give him what for. It's not your problem, is it?
Aye. Only he's supposed to be marrying my sister in the morning.
Pissed as a newt.
Fuck you! You're just pissed off that they didn't give her to you.
Shut up.
Blah. I'm in the right. You're in the shit, and with not a groschen to your name.
No woman is worth brawling with your mates over. Surely you're not going to fight over some hussy.
What did you say?
My sister's no hussy, you scum! Pray for a quick death, you bastard! Ah! That was some...
You want to try me? I'll rip your ass open.
Shame on you!
Come on, then! Go fuck yourself!
I help with him?
Do it!
Surprise?
You want to try me?
I'm all yours.
I've got my eye on you.
And now you're mine.
Show your stuff! Slice him up!
Christ, my head. Oh. Wait. Some bastard robbed me.
A regular for life. And beyond. A regular for life. And beyond.
Hey, innkeeper, that beer.
Here we are. Good day.
Hey! Where's that beer?
beer.
Good God, you look awful.
Look out.
Do you need
Aye. Once old folks start getting soft in the head, it's bad news. We've got a great batch of beer today. What is it?
I'd like something to eat and to spend the night.
If you got the coin, it can be arranged. And for how long?
I'd like to stay longer.
It can be arranged, payments in advance, and I don't want to see any tomfoolery.
All right, I'll pay. Here's the money.
I knew we'd come to an agreement. Your bed's ready, and there's some food in the pot.
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. Do you know him?
You'd be surprised, the people I know.
So you know where I can find him?
Look here, youngster, whether I know him or not, the main thing is I don't know you. Got it?
I might be a stranger, yeah. But everyone had to come here for the first time once, didn't they?
Well, that's true enough. This alehouse hasn't stood here since the creation of the world. Although some of the guests look like they have. If you need something, ask Chenyek. I just pour ale. And he might even tell you something about that bastard. I never liked him much anyway.
You're talking as if he's not here anymore.
Kurva. Just go and see Chenyek. I don't know nothing.
What's new in the city?
Oh, there was this bloke here in fancy clothes. His name was Johann Parler. He said he was looking for a blacksmith who'll take on any job. Why don't you go and see him? I think he said he lived in the inn, in the merchant's quarter. And that's about it.
That doesn't sound bad. Thank you, innkeeper. What's new in the city?
Nothing much.
Where can I find my...
The guest room.
What's new in the city?
Nothing much. If you're looking to make some coin, I don't... Oh, well. What can you do? Well. Mind where you're going.
you blind?
Look out!
To a good harvest!
I'll be keeping an eye on you.
Here you go, just like you wanted.
What did I do to you?
What's the hold-up, innkeeper?
What's the hold-up?
What are you doing creeping about in the dark, eh?
Here we are.
Hey, innkeeper, that beer.
Careful!
Innkeeper, what's taking so long?
On the table.
You again?
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. Do you know him?
Aye. But I reckon I ain't gonna tell you nothing.
Why not?
Because I don't know you. Although the way you're kitted out, you seem like you might fit in here.
I'll fit right in here. After all, I'm in the trade.
Funny, I ain't seen your mug before, though.
No one knows me, see? I'm everywhere and nowhere. That's why they call me the Shadow.
I see. And tell me, Shadow, since no one knows you, who gave you the nickname?
The Master Thief, who taught me the trade, of course. Quick Hand, they called him. But I doubt you know him either.
Very droll. Well, look here, Shadow. Don't fuck with me.
Who are you? And your people?
Well, I'm Chenyek.
All right. But why all that horse shit about whether I'd fit in with you or not?
Look at it like this. This is a place for a certain sort of people what have their own rules. Although folk usually think we don't play by no rules.
Ah, I reckon I see now.
Grand.
How about I invite you for a drink? We'll have a beer, chat about life.
You ain't got a clue, do you? Fellas don't come to this place for booze. You cough up a bit of glint, and I'll tell you about goatskin. But don't bother trying to get matey with me.
I hope it'll be worth it.
That depends how much that wretch is worth to you. What was it you wanted to know?
I'm looking for goatskin. I hear he used to come here.
Aye. Thing is, ain't nobody seen him here for a few days.
But he used to come here?
Aye. He was here day in, day out. Only this time some burly lads came here and duffed him up proper.
What happened to Goatskin? Does anyone know where he is now?
No word. But I reckon he's holed up somewhere, licking his wounds. Seems he's stuck his nose in a wasp's nest, and he won't be sticking it out again for a while. If you're going to look for him, try it at night. He don't stray far when he's on the job, usually between Hradek and the horse market. He goes after drunks, so I try asking in the local drinking dens.
All right. What does he look like, though? He can't be the only fella who likes to relieve drunks of their purses.
God's truth, but you'll know Goatskin when you see him. They call him that on account of how he got kicked in the head by a goat as a nipper. He's got a dent in his forehead you could use for a game of marbles.
Do you know the men who beat him up?
No, but there were some Jews among them, and that's pretty odd, seeing as how they don't usually get mixed up in nothing.
Why did they give him such a beating? Did they say anything?
Well, Goatskin is a right knob end. Always asking for it, he is. But I reckon this time it was about his big gob. The last week he was coming, throwing glint around. And when we squeezed him about where he got the coin, he said he was spying for some lord.
And does this lord have a name?
He didn't say. We didn't swallow his yarn about spying, anyway. We reckoned he made a score and just wanted to look like a big man.
Why didn't you defend Goatskin? Isn't he one of you?
He is and he ain't. I'm no saint, but that Goatskin stepped in some nasty shit and then walked it in our door and all. I ain't saying we don't look out for each other, but there's limits, innit?
I'm sure you know the town better than me. What drinking dens are there on Goatskin's patch?
Between the horse market and Hradek, there's the Black Horse, a miner's tavern. Wayman the taverner used to be a miner, and then there's the Big Bathhouse. It belongs to some bloke called Adam. He tarted the place up big.
Any others?
None I know.
Thanks. I'll go and look for him.
I wish you luck then. He ain't the brightest, but he's got a real talent for saving his own skin. Once you're done with him, come by and see us. Seems after all you're a pretty handy bloke. We could use the likes of you.
If you've got some job for me, you can tell me straight up. So what kind of work do you have for me?
A job worthy of your skills. But first, just a little test to see that you're not as dim-witted as that arsehole Goatskin. What is Wycliffe's first thesis?
Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven, said our Lord, meaning a return to simplicity.
Wrong. Second question. Which estate has the greatest reformatory potential?
The church.
I asked who should start the reform, not who should be reformed. A reformation is the last thing the church would want. The answer is the common people.
I knew right away that the people who meet here in the hole are a different bunch.
You thought we were just paupers who couldn't count to 5, didn't you? But now let's see who's the pauper. Last question. Who is the rightful king of Bohemia?
Wenceslas. There's no doubt about it.
Indeed. All right. Now let's talk about the job. Maybe this will disappoint you a little, but it concerns Wenceslas's brother. It's he who will secure your place in our humble company.
Are you not mixed up with the millers in any way, or what?
The millers are just village vagrants. They care little for the future of the kingdom. They care only about the future of their shady deals. We call ourselves the Guild. We profess the ideals of equality and brotherhood. Our only law is the Holy Bible. Worldly justice is as fickle as a common whore, yielding to those who are in power.
Justice for me or the gallows. Aren't you afraid to end up there?
Friend, one must be willing to suffer for the truth. Sigismund is a usurper. And the church and the magistrates are but a lowly whore spreading her legs for Sigismund. As long as we go against Sigismund and honour the scripture, our souls remain pure.
What if I go and tell the bailiff you're calling him a whore? Just out of courtesy, you know?
Go ahead. Perhaps you are one of the lucky ones who are not harmed by Sigismund's presence in Bohemia. Maybe you don't mind selling a piece of your conscience by ratting us out. As for me, I will go to the town hall with my head held high. But you?
Yeah, don't worry. I was just teasing you. I think the same of Sigismund. Tell me about your operation here.
We are who we are, and we do what we do. Like the early church of Jesus' apostles, in unity and fidelity to his words. I'm in charge. I plan all our missions. Goliath is the muscle. Knuckles, well, he mostly complains. But he also knows his way around locks. But we're all equal. We share the profits equally, but we don't do it for the wealth. We want to drive Sigismund out of this town.
How can I join you?
You want to join us already? I don't have to talk you into it. That's great. We're not particular about formalities. Let's just have a beer, and then you're one of us.
Here's to the Guild.
To the Guild! That reminds me, I'd like to throw a feast for the poor. The bigger the better.
Didn't you say you were just ordinary people with no money?
We are. And this is where Sigismund comes in. Because he's going to pay for the feast out of his own pocket.
That was a good one. How are you going to make that happen?
Me? No. You'll make it all happen. Listen carefully. Sigismund seized land down in the valley near Pach and built his personal warehouse on it, right under our noses as a provocation. There he stores fancy foods and gifts for his commanders, and for that red-bearded gob of his. Sausages, smoked meats, foreign spices, and more. Fancy delicacies from Italy, Hungary, Slavonia, and all the other shitholes where he owns land. While we're eating porridge and cabbage all the time. You will steal all the food you can carry from that warehouse. And as a nice token, you will leave there... Let's see... What would you leave there?
What a night. Needs to simmer a bit longer.
That cabbage you said you were eating all the time?
Brilliant! Get at least one head from the greengrocer and leave it there for Sigismund. Let him eat for once what we have in our bowls almost every day. But I'm warning you right now, No violence. Don't even think about slitting anyone's throat in that warehouse. The job isn't to punish some poor sod on guard duty. Is that clear?
Got it. What should I do with the stolen food?
You'll give it to the beggars. Let them feast like kings for once. It's not hard to find poor people in the town. Just go to the gates or churches, and you'll surely come across some. There are also tents full of them in Minor Street, Church Street or Cobbler Street. When you're done, come and see me, and we'll figure out what to do next.
Sigismund will be fucking livid he can't enjoy his fine sausages. Can I expect any help from you?
If you need some tools, stop by Knuckles. That's all I can help you with.
How about some reward?
Keep a few sausages for yourself.
I prefer groschen.
Jesus looked around and said to his disciples, how hard it is for the rich to enter the kingdom of God.
I know where you're going with this.
Let's get to work.
All right. I'll head out.
Good luck.
What did I do to you?
The Lord sees you.
Greetings to you. Don't shove.
Look out!
Praise God. Enjoy the peace and quiet while it lasts. Nice out today. Hope it lasts.
Aye, I get a bad feeling when nothing's going wrong. Don't our learned physicians have a name for that?
I believe it's called boredom.
What? I'm not bored.
If you've got time to worry about everything that could go wrong, you're bored.
And that's that. And if you're at a loose end, come round.
Good morning to you.
I've got plenty of bloody work to go around.
I'm Henry. Chenyek took me into your group.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Hrudosh, but they call me Hog. Rat and I are the main workforce around here.
What does that mean?
We do what Chenyek and Goliath say.
What do you think of the guild?
The guild's the best thing that ever happened to this town. It brings, hope for a change. For us and all the poor people.
What, crime paves the way to a better society?
Well, robbing a thief ain't no sin. When Sigismund's gone, everyone will be better off.
Tell me about yourself. How did you end up here?
I used to be a guard in the City Watch. But then Sigismund came, and I was running my mouth. So they kicked me out, and I started stealing because I had no choice. But I wasn't very good at it. So I ended up, in the pillory. Chenyek and Goliath were strolling around, and we started talking about what I did to end up like that.
Let me guess. They gave you a job?
Yes! And they taught me how to steal properly. Take care for now.
Farewell.
This doesn't seem too bad.
Did you hear about what the bailiff's planning?
No, I don't care because... Nor do I. I'm not interested. This... What? Still, he wants to fleece us, so he's got a great batch of beers, eh? Dude, it can't go on like this. Hey!
Greetings to you, friend.
Oh, well.
What did I do to you?
There. It looks better already. I'll be right there. Christ, where did I put it? Welcome. What can I do for you?
What do you have for sale?
Mind where you're going.
You'll never believe what happened to
Maybe
me
next
today.
time. Go on then.
Some rich woman gave me a whole silver groschen.
What? A whole groschen?
And I'll be
about the
eating a
inheritance.
snap-up meal
But
tonight.
your father's still alive, isn't he?
Aye, but he drools all over himself. And he gets this feeling that his time's nearly up.
Does he get it often?
Nearly all the time.
That's not bad at all.
I Once old folks start getting soft again,
Why are you wasting my time if you don't want anything, then?
Are you blind?
God, heavens.
One beer after.
Come here. You're new here, aren't you? Has Chenyek talked the head off you already?
We spoke.
I'll give you some good advice to start with. Don't listen to his bollocks about a fairer society and the honourable struggle for a better tomorrow. It's just bullshit to mess with newcomers like you. By the way, they call me Knuckles.
Now, don't worry. I don't really buy all this horse shit.
Then we're in the same boat. I mean, Chenyek talks about sharing stuff fairly and how we don't do it for the money. But you know what? It's horseshit. It's every man for himself down here, even if they say otherwise. And Chenyek just gives it such a nice polish.
Are you saying he lied to me?
More like, he didn't tell you the whole truth. I heard from friends that Sigismund has a bottle of very fine wine somewhere in his warehouse. The kind of wine that you don't often see in these parts. I have a buyer for it. So if you bring it to me, I'll give you half the coin he's paying for it.
That sounds reasonable. What do you know about the wine?
I knew we'd get along. The wine is in a warehouse somewhere. If you find it and bring it to me, I'll give you a better price for it than any merchant in the town. So think about it. The buyer I got is particularly interested in this bottle.
I'll look for it. Chenyek said you could give me some gear too.
All that talk about equality, brotherhood. But when it comes to lockpicks, I'm supposed to give you stuff from my own stash. Here's something you might find useful.
Thank you.
Farewell. See you soon, my friend.
God be with you.
Quality goods, the finest wares.
Easy. Easy. Nice and slow.
The city council has decided to help keep the city.
Whoa.
Shit into my yard.
God
And
bless.
I'm telling
Don't
you,
have anything
that
better
piece
to
of
do?
land is mine.
You're pouring it over the fence.
Put a
Your brother built that fence, and he did it all wrong. He's a complete
shame.
fucking idiot, he is.
Then you should have taken it up with him.
How? When he's as deaf as a post. Anyway, that's where I dumped the shit, because that's where you...
God be with you, neighbour.
Greetings.
Don't shove!
Nothing worth.
Yeah, greetings.
Greetings
to you.
But I closed that door. Why is
We'll
it
finish
open?
this quickly.
Hey! Stop fighting!
What?
Greetings, how can I help?
Beginning to worry what that was. But it's just you.
I'm looking for this vagabond. Goes by the name of Goatskin.
Aye, goatskin. That rings a bell. But I don't come here often. If there's something you want to know, ask the miners. This is their tavern.
I'm looking for this vagabond.
I don't know him. Or Wayman the innkeeper might know something.
I'm looking for this vagabond. Goes by the name of Goatskin.
I don't know him. But this is a miner's tavern. They'll know better than me. Or Wayman the innkeeper. Take care for now.
Hey, stop fighting! Send my greetings to the devil!
Peace and quiet are things of the past.
Why are you lying here?
Hey, did something happen? Wake up! Come on!
God bless.
I hear you like to play.
What game would you like to play?
Let's play beggars.
Let's play!
God be with you.
I'm seriously curious about you, lad.
Good day to you.
God bless you. Greetings to you too. God be with you.
Good day to you.
Greetings to you too.
If I was you, I'd take it. That's still all right. It'd be worse if you already had 3 ones. Damn it!
Greetings to you.
My God, I'm done. Money, money, money. It's all mine.
I'm looking for this vagabond. Goes by the name of Goatskin.
I don't know him. But this is a miner's tavern. They'll know better than me. Or Wayman the innkeeper might know something.
Hail.
Take care then, and thanks for nothing. What would you like?
I'm looking for someone called Goatskin. I hear he hangs around here.
Goatskin? That mangy piece of shit. He turns up on the street now and then, but he never shows his face in my alehouse. No Germans come here. Some Glück.
Any idea where I might find Goatskin, then?
You could try asking in the bathhouse, behind the yards in Hrada Quarter. They get a lot of well-heeled Deutschers in there, and some young wench there's been seeing Goatskin for a while now.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
Have something at least, since I gave you the goods on everything. I helped you out, didn't I? Don't be a pinch purse, and cough up a bit of glint, eh?
Show me your wares.
Pleasure doing business. Take care.
Look out! Huh? This property belongs to someone else. Hail Mary.
What's that? Hey! What are you doing here? You're not allowed. Come now. That's right.
Greetings, friend.
Well, good day.
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
Greetings, Master Guard.
Then so does half the town. And that goes to Councilman Nars
Well,
as well.
When I wash their hair,
Of course he
I give
knows.
them a head and
He's
neck
the one
massage
sending
as
him
well.
there.
What are you talking about?
It's gospel.
All
They
the
say
girls
she's
do
mad
that.
for it, but the
So
old man
means
just
something else.
isn't up to it.
And I only wear
he
a light
wanted
blouse
her to
when
stop
I'm working.
pestering him.
It always
So he
seems
made
to
a
get
deal
wet
with
when I'm
Dirt
washing
Stallion.
them. And then it's like,
Christ.
I've got nothing on at all.
But wait,
And then I look all downcast and say, I'm going to get into trouble for being all wet. I knew it would be something like that.
You feel like rolling with you tonight?
sure.
Greetings.
Now the other side. My God.
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. I heard he sometimes comes here.
Aye, he turns up now and again. The louse. The bastard's ruining my business. 2 of my customers refused to come here again after he robbed them one night.
That's not very nice. And you wouldn't have some idea where I might find Goatskin, would you? I reckon it'd suit you if he packed it in.
You bet it would. But if I knew where to find him, I'd wring his neck myself. That bitch Mary's bound to know, though. She denies it, but we all know she's walking out with him.
Thanks, then. I'll be off.
If you find him, give him a slap from me. Take care, then.
Innkeeper, what's taking so long?
The Lord be with you. What do you need?
I'm looking for Goatskin. Do you know him?
Nay, you're a good-looking fella. What would I want with some goat skin when I've got a handsome young buck right here in front of me? I couldn't care less about your goat skin.
But I do. And the girls here tell me you know him quite well.
So, you're not here to have a good time. Shame. I know goat skin, but don't expect me to tell you anything. He's lying low, and for good reason. You ain't the first to come looking for him.
Where's he hiding?
I don't know. And even if I did, I don't see why I should tell you. That's why he's hiding. So strangers like you don't find him.
Look, I'll find him either way. I found slippier bastards than that Goatskin of yours. And if I'm in a good mood when I find him, I might not even hurt him. But if you keep making it difficult for me, I'm going to lose my patience. And then it's going to get nasty. For both you and Goatskin. So what'll it be?
Jesus. What did that fella get me mixed up in this time? Calm down, dearie. You don't have to start throwing threats around.
Do you find me threatening?
Quite a bit. And I've seen a thing or two in this job.
I'll take that as a compliment. Come on then, spill it. Where's Goatskin?
There's a yard behind the bathhouse leading to a side alley. Right next to it is the Black Horse Tavern. And at the opposite end, you'll see a barn behind a wall. There's a funny little window at the top. That's where.
I'll look for it.
Please don't hurt him, though. He's not bad, just a bit peculiar.
We'll see.
Care now. Are you following me? Get out of here, you dirty dog, or I'll start screaming.
Davon hätte ich gern noch mehr, bitte.
Jesus Christ be praised.
This looks like the barn Mary was talking about. But how to get in there? Fountain? Where does the water come from? Here, in the middle of the city.
What can I say?
Die besten Produkte. Ehrliche Ware. Nun greift zu, Leute!
Maybe next time then.
A fine day for some fine wares. Come and take your pick.
I went to see him, but he threw me out. And yours,
You never saw that coming!
Greetings.
Well, well. Look who we have here. You must be Goatskin, eh?
What? What are you doing here?
What do you think? Looking for you.
But I'm hiding. I shouldn't be talking to anyone.
But I found you. So you're not hidden anymore.
I have a couple of questions for you.
Look, I didn't. I never told nobody. Nobody. I swear. I'll even swear to Samuel and his God if he wants.
What God? What the hell are you talking about?
Their God. You know, him up there. Whatever them people call him.
What people?
Sam and his lot. Like, them folks, innit?
Who the hell is Samuel?
You weren't sent by Sam.
I wouldn't be asking you if I was, would I?
You know, like, I promise not to talk about it no more. They'll kill me otherwise.
I know somewhere you can hole up. Help me, and I'll pay you back.
Well, I'd like to know what place you have in mind, innit?
Do you know the Devil's Den?
Aye, but it's a shithole. They ain't too fond of me neither. And the feeling's mutual, like, to tell the truth.
Aye, but you're thinking of the band that used to be there. Now it's my comrades who have it under their thumb. Just tell them Henry sent you, and they'll let you stay a while. If you help me, that is.
That don't sound too bad. Folks are getting fed up with me here. What'll it cost me?
Just some information. That's all.
All right. What do you want to know?
I heard you were spying for some nobleman. Is that true?
Aye, I was doing nothing but, you know, like, I was spying for 2 weeks.
Does this gentleman have a name?
He does. He's one of them, you know, Jews. Samuel, his name is. He was nice to me till I started blabbering.
Do you know where I could find this Samuel?
Go to that, you know, synagogue. He hangs around it in front of it and people, like, brings him news of what's on the grapevine, you know. And evenings he sits around at the King Solomon. It's like a, you know, a Jewish tavern. But watch out. They ain't too welcoming towards our people there.
Have you ever heard the name Liechtenstein?
I don't know him, but I heard Samuel telling his people, like them Jews, I mean, about this, what's his name? Liechtenstein.
What exactly did he say? Did he speak about him in a good way or a bad way?
I don't know. I just remembered a funny name. I don't pay much heed to things that what don't concern me.
And you call yourself a spy?
Watch it, mate. I remember things well enough, but only what they pays me to remember. I ain't gonna, you know, fill my head up with shit that don't concern me for free.
Jesus wept. What is it you did as a spy?
Mostly I was standing guard in front of that palace, you know, like Rutard's place. I was watching for who was going in and out, see? You know, who, with who, where, when, and that.
And what went on there?
Well, people was coming and going, all sorts of nobles, and I'd tell Samuel what colours they was carrying, see? I was good at that. I remember pictures good, you know?
I'll be going then. And you should disappear. Now you've got somewhere to go.
All right, listen, now you've helped me out, I'll be hitting the road, soon at any rate, so I can let you have something. It won't be no use to me anyways.
I'm all ears.
I put some things aside. It's a well-hidden stash, but it ain't easy to get to it, and I ain't gonna risk it now.
That sounds interesting. Where is it?
In them secret, you know, tunnels under the city.
Secret passageways? That sounds like bollocks to me.
Bollocks, it's bollocks. Every other house has a door in the cellar that leads somewhere. You're in a mining town, so there's been loads of digging beneath it. That's why Sam paid me, because I know my way round them tunnels. And if you give me a couple of groschen, I can teach you too. You can clear out my stash, and judging by the look of you, knowing your way round, you know, underground like, that ought to come in handy for you, innit?
Walk around underground? How are you going to teach me? You said you were going to pack up and go.
Aye, like, look, if I tell you, it won't be no secret no more, innit? Wait and see.
Oh, Christ almighty. How much do you want?
Not much, just a bit to help me, you know, get by.
Right, out with it. That's the last coin you'll get out of me.
Of course. It's like this. I know them passageways because I got my hands on this map, like. This old thief gave it to me. And when I, you know, got it in my head, like, I flogged it, see?
So you're telling me you don't even have the map?
No, but I know where it is, like. I flogged it to this thief. Angel, he called himself.
Called himself? So this angel is back in heaven now, is he?
Aye, he was hanged outside the city walls. He's still swinging there. And I know he had that map sewn into his coat. It were his most prized possession. But watch out, the gallows is guarded to stop quacks cutting off the dead bodies, bits and pieces, fingers and that, like.
Christ, what a load of guff. If I don't find anything, watch out for me.
Don't worry. You look like you know what's what and that. I'd better be off, like. I've got a long journey ahead of me.
Off you go.
Excuse me.
Don't even start. Siege has been going on for ages.
God be with you.
So that if the city... decided to turn against him again, we wouldn't be able to defend ourselves. Turn against Sigismund? Would the town council be put in place? Nichts zu machen.
Halt! Search! Show me what you've got on you.
What?
So here you are. Now I've got you.
What? Huh?
Charge!
I heard you're in need of money, friend. Praise God.
Don't shove.
Like it, doesn't it?
It sure does. Go on then. How was it?
What can I say? Greetings.
Fine wares. Come and take your pick.
God bless.
Look out!
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
No. I can't leave now.
Good day. Greetings to you as well.
God bless you.
listen to him, that he doesn't pay the sheep.
Or the tip of his nose. So we don't stick it where it don't belong.
Fellas, surely we can work something out here.
You hear that? Now he wants to make a deal.
Then he shouldn't have
What was that sound?
Ich pfeife darauf.
What is
Where's that drink, huh?
Bitte,
Wein,
bitte.
bitte schön.
I'll be right with you. Very odd. It must be over now, whatever it was.
Shalom Aleichem. What do you want?
Huh?
What did I do to you?
What?
Nice strike. You let him on nicely.
Don't shove.
Ich pfeife darauf.
Mind where you're going?
Careful!
Glass of beer. Mind where you're going.
Evening and decide what to do. It can't go on like this.
Are you blind?
How are things at home? Calm down a bit?
What did I...
Well.
But up here.
What don't you like about my store?
That I don't have a moment...
Did you hear the Dirk Stallion is shagging Nas old woman?
Here's here.
If you know it,
Delicious.
then so does half the town. And that goes for Councilman Nas as well.
Of course he knows. He's the one sending him there.
What are you talking about? It's got...
Look out!
He's mad for it, but the old man just isn't up to it anymore. He wanted her to stop pestering him.
So he made a deal with Dirk Stallion. Christ. But wait.
Don't like any? Was wünschst du?
Does. But at least I have time to play dice. You feel like rolling a few tonight? Well, sure.
Muscle top.
Sei gesund. Mind where you're going? Sholem.
A wonderful day for a wonderful purchase. Fruit, vegetables, mushrooms. Come and get some.
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
Shalom Aleichem. What about that roof of yours? I was passing by the other day. It looked like...
Hi. You know how it is. There's always something else.
I don't want to be a smart arse, but when something...